Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Wednesday. It's tax day. Hope everyone's had a great night, ready for a great day. So markets are kind of wonky. We just hit our high on news thing about China likes what Trump's doing with the Strait of Hormuz. And before that, we hit our low in the hour previous. So low on ES 69.91. High, we got back above 7,000, 7018. So about 25 points in range. NQ actually did not hit its high recently. It did it right at the end of Asia. And that looks like the high was, sorry, I had something in my way. 0.58, low 933. So only about 120 points in range. Copper, doing well. About 180 ticks of range there. Ultra Bond coming down about a half a point. Gold really close to 4,900 and then pulled back. It has about 87 points in range. Crude oil, we saw it drop below 90 last night. It dropped below 89 as a matter of fact, but now back up, got all the way back up to 93 and is now sitting at 91.9. And Bitcoin sitting about 74.2. That's where we sit, standing, whatever body posture you're choosing to take on this beautiful spring Wednesday morning. Crude oil gave me a signal and I didn't take it. Oops, I'm not even on that screen. There. It gave me a signal on the 5, but I didn't grab it. I should have. It's a nice signal. All right, now I need to go in and change the settings in the copier. Overnight, Hassan, Hitman Hope, whatever you want to call him, told me I should put a short on gold. So I said, okay. And I put it on a TPT eval. And I ended up making my entire that I'm allowed to on consistency. So I got to make sure that's not in the copier. It's on 640. Okay, take that out there. All right, looks like we're good to go. Wish I had done it on funded accounts, but no way I'm ever putting a mini on overnight on a funded account, I don't think. And Q coming down here a little bit. See there on the 5-minute, that weird pop. I mean, it wasn't weird. It was off the China Trump news, but hey Tris, how you doing? Crew continuing to rise up there, so that would have definitely been a good play. Hey, freighter. Porcupine pattern day?
Connection lost.
Q bounces back up a little bit. ATR is 10, so it's better than it has been, but some of that's from that big candle. Crude pulls back, and Q, nice move back up. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that was a nice move. I could have taken that on the one. All right, no one would have made an AI for it. So this was a nice move here, and I should have taken this. This would have been really good. Really good. Really big shoe. Pulls back. Evening, sire. How are you? Sorry to hear that. Just a cold or got something else going on? Seeing a blue candle form on in Q. And never mind. I hope we get through it quick. current news coming out could be weighing on the markets just a bit. They're not reacting heavily, but the U.S. has not agreed to an extension of the ceasefire. Trump says we could take out their bridges and power plants in 1 hour, but they do continue to engage to reach a deal, but no specific day set for new U.S. negotiations. Another possible NQ entry here. See how? No, maybe not. Glad I decided no on that. Let's try to pop again. Hey, Platt, good morning. Continue down on NQ. Crude continues to grind up. Gold, kind of trying to grind up, but I did get a green there, green shaded area, and now possibly getting a blue. I like that setup a lot. We'll see if that gives me what I want, what I really, really want.
Order filled.
Trying along there. Looks like I'm going to reject it right away. And we're not showing it. Why are we not showing it? Because we're not on the right account. Well, we are on the, no, we're not on the right account. There we go. Struggling to get through that 9. Notice I put a very small target on it. Hey, it still can't get there. Damn it. There we go. All right, well, that was a nice pop, but it's trying to. Really? There we
Order
go.
filled.
Very small win, but I'll take it. 4.25 points on 2 micros. I'm glad I only took that little bit of a win because it didn't go much further. Taxes suck, but yes. And keeps trying again here, though. Kind of a big candle, though. Crude pulls back a tad. Huge continues to try and push upwards, but running into the 9 EMA on the 5. Excuse me. Yeah, we got New York Fed manufacturing index coming up in a few minutes. Also a Fed speaker, but Fed speakers don't seem to affect anything lately. Let's try it again on the NQ.
Order filled.
That's probably a mistake.
Order submitted.
Hey, Mr. G, good to see you. Yeah, it's looking like a mistake on me taking that trade, but let's see what happens.
Order
Yep, there we
filled.
go. Nice stuff out. Let's get back to red where we're comfortable. I didn't really think that those news reports were that big of a deal to really affect much, honestly, G. That volcano is probably going to work. I mean, I'm partially expecting some of a pullback from the moves that it's made over the last few days. The fact that, we've come up almost 1,000 points in 2 days on NQ. Got like zero pop off that news. New York Fed manufacturing comes in at 11. They forecast 0, so that's a pretty big beat. But import prices 0.8. They forecast 2.3. Export prices 1.6. They forecast 1.5. Crude still coming down. That purple candle would have worked. And it was a signal. I just didn't grab it. That's a second crude signal I missed now. Or just didn't take, I guess I should say. Q's still pretty sideways there. And Q's ATR has dropped down to 7. There's a pop on NQ. I mean, relative pop. Pretty much right up to the 90 MA on the 5-minute chart. See, it's fighting that 9. Nice bounce there. That would have been a good move to take for like 10 points. But struggling now to get through that 9 to continue up. RSI says it wants to go back down, but we'll see. It is a blue candle, and right now it is above that 9 EMA, so I will take it. Well, it's getting kind of overextended now, ain't it? Double bells on the 1. Comes back down here before this candle closes.
Order filled.
Try the long off the 5.
Order submitted.
Five-minute ATR 17. We'll put our target at about, well, we'll put our target right at 26. 26K. That's not showing. Well, yeah, that's right. Boop. There we go. Riding dirty so far. Up and up and up. Come on. Ah, pulls back. Oh, there's a Fed speaker speaking, but it wasn't the one that was originally on the docket. Hammock instead of daily. Or bar, I'm sorry, instead of bar. Crude still headed down, so that's a good sign for an Q. U.S. sanctioned ship gold bond passed through the Hormuz. Come on. You really can't get more than 10 ticks up? Come on. Put a little effort into it. There we go. Well, perhaps I had too high of a target. Hit 993 half. Full all the way back. Hey Ron, how you doing? We're getting a green shade, so I don't like that. Try to squeeze out another 5 points on this.
Order filled.
Took it off there for 11 points.
Order filled.
Excellent. Glad to hear that, Ron.
That's a winner! That's mine. Thank you.
Hey JJR, how you doing? So I think you would have hit my 25,000, 26,000 target there. I I let the green shade get me out, but I shouldn't have, I guess. DXY is reversing, G. Oil continues to push down. There's a pullback on Q as well. Gold looks very yucky right now. It still tries to grind up here. Actually, seeing a little bit of a pullback on the Dow. I don't have ICE data, so my Doxy data is delayed. Hey, JC. How you doing? Ice, ice, baby. Hey, John. Good morning. Ooh, there's a pullback on NQ. I say, ooh, like it was big. Crude also popping a little bit there. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. No, it was MR we were asking about, Platt. We've seen Mr. G a lot lately. Mr. G had gone missing for a couple of months, but he's been back a bunch lately. It's MR we need to put on a milk carton. If there's anybody here that's much younger, they have no clue what I mean by putting them on a milk carton. Hey, Jay. No. Mr. G is a trader from Florida. MR is a trader from the Netherlands. Big pop there on crude oil of 40 ticks on this 5-minute candle. Fortunately, it comes all the way back up to the 9 almost, and that makes me hesitant to take the trade.
Order filled.
So took it on an eval on take profit. Minute 68, shooting for 80. Right now I'm shooting for 90, but I'm gonna adjust that. 90 is actually perfect. 90 is the the 9 period EMA on the 15-minute chart. A lot of numbers there, but I got a bad feeling on this. Yeah. Remind me to switch Tradovate accounts back. There, you can see the crude trade there. I'm pretty sure it was a mistake to take that trade into the EMA like that. We're about, oh yeah, and we're about 8 minutes from crude desk opening. Totally forgot about that as well. So we might take a very small win here if it gives it to us. To see if it wants to go positive into the desk opening. Move our target just down to that 100 EMA that's sitting there.
Target filled.
Oh, and there we go. We got our target. Another 13 tick win. 13 points would have been awesome. But 13 ticks on a regular crude contract, not micro. So I'm happy with that. Wow, it didn't go a tick higher either. All right, now it's going higher. So I could have got more, but Came right back down there. So popped up to 92.11. So I could have got like, wow, I could have got like 40 ticks on that, but that's okay. And Cuke is kind of hanging out here, not doing much, right under 26,000. Dow Jones is still pushing upwards. ES at 770.10. Gold trying to push as well. Looking for trades in all the wrong places. Oh. Well, I see Josh's first major effort, the top step, is now in place. Oops, sorry. Not realize when I hit that button, it was going to send me to a video. Idiots. Everything's kind of choppy right now.
Sure is choppy today.
Keep sliding down a little bit. Almost the top of the hour. We should soon see the bus come in that has Ace and USC and maybe Tail. No, he should be up. There he is. There's Ace. Okay. Gold trying to push upwards, showing a blue candle in the 15. Copper with a nice pop. Not touching that one either, Paul. Not touching that one either. Yes, I forgot to mention that for people that haven't seen it. The PDT rule is no more. Oh, look at crude going. So crude did continue to go there. Now, of course, this doesn't affect futures, but for those of you that ever like to day trade stocks, will no longer need the 25,000 in order to place more than 3 trades in a week. Oh wow! I never knew there was a merger with Edison and all that. That's interesting. PDT rule was part of the reason I found futures. PDT rule frustrated me. I always felt like I stayed in trades too long that were turning against me because I didn't want to waste one of my 3 trades for the week.
Connection lost.
And Q the most unconvincing blue candle there ever. Not taking it. Oh, it is. It was a stupid rule. I mean, I'm glad it's gone. Yeah, like most places are still going to require 2,000 at least. I remember it used to require 2,000 to get where you can start using margin and then also short stocks. That's a nice little pop there on Q. I doubted that little blue candle and it made a fool of me. Yeah, will be 2K. They say it's going to take 45 days to implement this change, and then individual brokerages could take longer. What I think is going to be interesting to see what happens is supposedly in a few months, CME is releasing individual stock futures. So you'll be able to trade futures on things like Tesla, Apple, Amazon. I think it's like 60 or 70 different companies that they're releasing futures on. And, will that bring in more people? Number one. Number two, will the prop firms allow single stock futures? Number two. Number three, and this could be a big question for those of us that trade indice futures like ES and Q and all that. Is it going to take away volume from indice futures?
Order filled.
Long on a long, I don't have much confidence in. But I'll put my target back at 26,000 in case it gets there. It's kind of a barcode. Need to remember to be watching the Discord today so I don't miss Melody like I did yesterday. Yep, it's going to continue to barcode here on me. 5-minute chart was showing a downward move kind of too. It ran into that 90 minute. That was a stupid trade.
Order filled.
All right, I deserved that loss. Yeah, 6E's been rising up. I think we're seeing a pullback here, though. Not financial advice. I don't know anything. I know nothing. What did everybody have for breakfast this morning? Now going up on a Q. So I wanted to pull back first, stop me out, and then go. I had 12 eggs and a quarter-pound of ground beef. There's been report of a couple of ships moving through the strait. Whether, I don't know if they're tankers or not. I assume they are. They're United States flagged, I guess. Yeah, I haven't had any problems getting eggs. Ground beef, though, oh my god. Ground beef is now more than 1 NQ tick per pound. Yes, I do now measure everything in futures ticks. Just about every day, or well, every day that I eat. Red meat is one of the most beneficial nutritional things on the planet to eat. As a carnivore, I eat ground beef, or I eat beef most days. Occasionally, I have pork. Occasionally, I have chicken. Hey, Teo. Ground beef and eggs are my staple. Uh, I eat seafood. I'll eat a can of sardines or salmon most days, or every other day or so. If I'm doing a protein sparing modified fast, then I'll do mostly uh, seafood, especially canned salmon, because that packs like 100 grams of protein for a 13-ounce can. Studies show that lack of omega threes can be in your in your system can be just as bad as smoking, or even worse. That people that have low omega three blood serum levels have a much higher chance of all cause mortality. There, I finally got it out. So I definitely try to keep my omega three levels up. I should do the olive oil thing. I haven't yet, but I should do olive oil. I'll eat. I don't like. See, the thing is, Like tuna, I need mayonnaise for, and I can't find any good mayonnaise that does not have seed oils. So even the ones that are marked olive oil have seed oils in them still. So I just can't do tuna dry. Tried it with mustard. That's okay-ish. But how you doing, USC? Yeah, I do need to add olive oil in. That has major autophagy benefits. And then I do apple cider vinegar as well, but I kind of slacked off on that. I need to do that too. I mean, you can make your own mayo. I know there's that recipe out there using bacon grease, but I don't like to spend time cooking. Once I really hit it rich or trading, I'll hire a cook. The other thing I need to cut out is cheese, like the craft type cheese, the stuff that really isn't real cheese. I eat way too much cheese. I'm a carnivore, G. I don't eat any veggies. I haven't had a single piece of fiber since around Christmas time. Completely carnivore. Meat, cheese, and eggs. I do take a carnivore break every 6 months or so. Uh, Gee, I haven't had any alcohol at all since I think 2008. And Q comes down here off that purple candle, but nothing's moving fast. Yeah, unfortunately, it's my favorite food, but I am trying to cut it out, cut it down, cut it out, whatever. My issue kind of is, I don't. This is gonna sound really bad, but I don't. At this point in my life, I don't enjoy life much, and certain foods I enjoy, and they bring me a little bit of enjoyment, and so I hate cutting out everything I enjoy. Well, that's my other thing I need to cut out is I drink Coke Zero mostly. I need to get one of those ice machines that make the ice like the little restaurant type ice, I guess you call it, or the ones you can actually chew without hurting your teeth. I think if I had water that was constantly ice water with chewable ice, I could do more water. I can't stand just plain water. Ceasefire in Lebanon to be announced tonight for 1 week. Yeah, the Nuggets. There you go. Um, oh, there's a blue candle back up on NQ. See, this price action has kind of lulled me to sleep, but these would have been good 5-point moves. I mean, I take 500 milligrams of magnesium at least every day, magnesium glycinate usually. And I do have electrolytes I can use if I need them, but I also, the salt I use is that light salt that has the potassium in it as well. So I don't usually ever, I mean, I'll have a cramp every now and then, but it's not often. Yeah, my problem isn't really the price of those nugget ice makers, it's where I would put it. I need help like totally redoing my kitchen, and I've lost all my help. So it's like, yeah, actually, I mean, Walmart has a 33-pound countertop nugget ice maker for 148 bucks. That's not bad at all. Crude's come down. Gold's popping up here a little bit. So right now the moves are about 5 points each. So I might have to adjust my entries here to do that. I know a friend of mine has one. She said it totally increased the amount of water she drinks tremendously. And I really only like Coke Zero. I hate Diet Coke. But I hate the fact that the sucralose does pass the blood-brain barrier. I'm having trouble talking today. Okay, I'll answer all those questions. The gal that I bailed out of jail lives in Georgia. Connor works out of town most of the time. Connor is going to help me get my ID renewed finally next month. And the major help I had was the person I'm buying this house from, and he moved to Florida. Yeah, I mean, I drink way too much diet soda. Like, it's not unusual for me to go through 10 2 liters a week. And there's Melody. Do I have the headset ready? No, I don't. Luckily, that's pretty quick. I noticed her right away. Noticed a little thing pop up on my screen. Good morning, Melody.
Good morning. How's it going?
Going all right. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I woke up breathing. So
That's a good way to start.
it is probably the best way.
Huge NQ pop here. Not sure what just happened, if something happened. Or
Little
that,
pre-pop so they can short the open.
I'll have to give that a try, JJR. That was a very nice pop. Dow gave me the warning on it, but I didn't notice it. Crude coming down. This might be about the ceasefire in Lebanon, whatever. I always, chuckle when I see any news about Lebanon, whatever, because back in Pennsylvania, where I'm from, there's a city called Lebanon. So every time I see ceasefire in Lebanon, I think about the drug problem they have, and that maybe they've made a deal with the drug dealers.
I think that's funny. I always think about like when they talk about the war on crime, quote unquote, or the war on drugs, sorry. South Dakota, I don't think we get a lot of like drug activity, probably because we're literally the most center part of the state or of the country, and we're the most landlocked of the country. Like, so there's no access. But when I tell you that doesn't stop us because we have a very large meth problem. So if we can't bring it in, we just make it at home. Which is pretty terrible. I don't know if this got national news, but well, I mean, we have one of the most notorious governors that's now sort of in politics still.
2 minutes till the bell.
But we had a really good ad routine, or where it was like meth, we're on it. That was the slogan. And of course, they meant, we're on it. We're going to solve the problem. We're working together. And I was like, that's not how anyone reads that. So.
Wow. No one thought about that when they were making that? Wow.
No. Well, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Kristi Noem.
Yeah.
But that was one of her last governor things she did for us. So fun times. I got a good laugh. I hope other people got a good laugh. And that was about it. Oh, all right, let's open.
We have a little bit more life today. TR on NQ is sitting at 8 right now on the 1 minute chart. All right, folks. NQ down. ES up. Dow up. Interesting. Gold pulls back. Crude down. YM up huge. 50 ticks. We're missing RJ again today. ES pull it back. And Q try to come upwards. Everything's a bit confused. Overnight high on NQ 26,058. There's NQ going up now. Israel rejects U.S. request for temporary ceasefire in Lebanon. And NQ comes back down hard as all the other indices do as well in that news. Crude not really popping though, surprised. Oh, there it is. Now just that candle just went green. Q kind of bounced up off of 26,000. Back up. Dow still coming down though. All right, back up on NQ. Crude still popping up though. That ES had given me a blue candle before the bell. I should have taken it. Dow down hard now.
Man, it looks like NQ's trying to launch. I mean, kind of already did, but I feel like farther.
Minute to go on this 5-minute candle. Crude with a blue candle. Dow with a purple. And Q and ES heading upwards. Mr. G, you still in that 6E trade? It's looking good. Copper, big down. Nice, G.
Order filled. Order filled.
So they simultaneously took a crude long and a Dow short. The Dow might be the one that's Dow ended up finishing above the 9 EMA just as I was taking the trade. So it's kind of iffy. Oh, there it comes down. Yes. Yes, showing me green shaded. So right now the Dow's working, the crude's not. Fortunately, those two trades are on one account and they're canceling each other out.
I like those trades. I wish we knew more about hedging. I think that we are also anti-hedging because the rules are in place about it. But like there's other ways to hedge. You can definitely hedge with oil and gold against indices, and there's nothing illegal about that. But like I've not even taken the time to learn much about it because it's just this taboo rule that I know about. So it's interesting.
Nice work, Ace. Dow came down to almost the same level it came down in the last candle and bounced. And now it's back to my entry. Damn it. Meanwhile, crude's not bouncing. So now they're no longer canceling each other out. Now I'm red. So last night, before I went to bed, Hassan was telling me, he's like, got a short gold, got a short gold. It's coming down, it's coming down. Just take one account short gold. Finally, after he said it enough times, I said, fine. I put a gold short on my one take profit trader eval. And I set a target for the maximum consistency. And I let it go. And at about 4:30 a.m., my computer wakes me up saying, order filled. So it got to the $1,500 target.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this crude trade is hurting now. It was too close to the 9. I should have known better. Yep, stopped out.
Rockville.
Stopped out with 4 ticks of slippage. There we go. And NQ going up. ES still going up. And Dow's now going up. Pakistani delegation on way to Iran to convey U.S. message and planned for second round of talks. Hey Juan, how you doing? Well, new high of day on NQ.
I feel like this is kind of what yesterday looked like early. Big green bar, a little consolidation, another big green bar on like at least a 5-minute. But if it touches overnight high, will it go through? And that's where I'd be looking for a reversal if it doesn't, I guess.
So far, it's kind of rejecting off of it. Overnight high was 58. It got to 59. And now it's showing red. Purple candle on the 1, actually. Looks a bit confused there. Crude popping up again. Dow coming back down. ES also showing red on the 5-minute now.
Order filled.
Short IQ 2 micros.
Order submitted.
It's down to that 9. Come on, breakthrough. Ah. Really? Bounces on the friggin' 9.
It's coming back. It's trying to.
Teo, that next shipment of 9 EMAs you get in, can you have them made of foam and not concrete, please?
Order
I'll take it
filled.
there for 10 points.
Order filled.
Well, I wouldn't want concrete pineapples either.
Is this Teo? Does this explain your demand for a new dental plan? Oh, I'm still in that Dow trade, and that Dow trade is now printing for me. Forgot about the Dow trade.
I think it rejected the overnight high.
Yeah. It did get down lower there. I would have got down to my target. I shouldn't have jumped out. I got to get better at that. It went right down to that 9 EMA on the 5. On a Q. Real quick, let's see if I can get a YM chart up here. Look at this YM trade printing. Up 117 ticks.
Target filled.
Oh, target hit. That was a big whoosh. 825 to 687. 25 and 13 is 38. 138 ticks.
Ooh. It's a big one.
Yeah. Wiped out the loss from the crude oil trade. That counts back to green. Oh, here. I can play my tax day winner AI.
That's a winner! That's mine. Thank you.
Regional mediators push for extending U.S.-Iran ceasefire, but progress slow. See a bit of a bounce there on the Dow, or it's trying to. Did get overextended on that move down on the 5. AQ popping back up. It was a good pop on the 1, but I kind of wasn't paying attention because I was celebrating the Dow win. Hey, Hassan. I told everyone about your gold call. And Trump just threatened to fire Powell if he doesn't step down in time.
I gotta think. I've just been mulling that headline over. You gotta think Powell's tired of getting fired threat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna fire Powell. I'm gonna fire Powell. Because I mean, it hasn't happened, and so one of those things where I'd be trying. Yeah, I just think of people who put Google alerts on their name, and then anytime something comes up for their name, I'm like, he probably turned those off a long time ago.
AQ climbs almost all the way back up. Crude oil bumping into its 9 EMA again. This time it didn't fall for it. Good question. Let me see if I can find if there was anything in the email they sent me on it. Give me a minute. It says unlimited uses during the promo window. Now that window closes here in a couple of hours, though, or an hour or so. It goes until 11 a.m. Eastern time. Although, I mean, I honestly expect them to extend it, but I can't guarantee that will happen. NQ almost back up to its highs. That was an interesting rejection off the highs and then right back up.
Actually, like, yeah, I was looking at that. Both ES and NQ basically went back to the overnight open and then shot back up to the overnight high and then said, never mind. I mean, ES didn't get quite back up as high as NQ did.
And Dow is still dropping. Dow's actually down another 70 ticks from where I got out.
You'll have to let me know when it gets to 50,000.
What's it? 48.6.
Yeah, we got a little time.
Yeah.
Speaking of 50,000, I did see there's a press briefing today. Press briefing that'll be 2 p.m. Eastern. Carolyn Levitt, Secretary of Treasury Scott Bessent, and Small Business Administrator Kelly Loeffler. Who knows what that could be?
Fun.
Probably nothing, but.
We do have crude oil inventories today as well. Coming up in about 37 minutes. Okay, we've got a blue candle in the 5-minute crude, and it's above the 9 for now. Up, new high day on NQ. Now the question is, will it burst through this time, or is it going to reject again? Mr. G, did you exit your 6E? See, it's had quite the pullback.
Order filled.
Long crude oil to see if it can hurt me again. Hurt me, baby.
If anyone tuned in at that point, that would have been funny. Teo, clip that. Man, it keeps trying to go up, but keeps getting shut down.
Well, I'm sure if you got the ones made of cement, Tayo, they're kind of hard to lift, so I can understand you forgetting them. Huh, what the heck? Oh, weird. Crew turns around. Got up to the 9 EMA on the 15-minute and turned around. So it comes back up to it. Pulling back a little bit on NQ. No, maybe not. It's trying. Keep butting its head on this high day, but can't get higher. ES trying to catch up. It's not back at its high day yet. Meanwhile, crude coming down to the 9 on the 5. Not looking good. I think crude is going to hurt me again. Could have had 15 ticks, but I thought it was going to go higher. Oh, yeah, the 1-minute chart was giving me double bells. That would have been nice to know if that could have got out. Dang it, that's going to stop me out now. That would have been a great short off the 1 minute. There's NQ trying to break up. Breaking up is hard to do.
Man, top of the hour and ES still couldn't quite get 720. I feel like the grind from 710 to 720 has been consistent but slow.
Yeah, crude turned around after getting within 3 ticks of my stop. Ooh, there's a move down. Oil rejecting again, down, and about to stop me out.
Stop fill.
Yep, there it goes. And Q tries right back up after that quick whiff down. Whiff down to 48, but right back up, and now another new high, 78.
Whoa. Okay. Gold just flipped down. I was looking right at it. Weirdly, nothing else did though. Like it was just gold took a huge like flip down and then came back.
Dow also did. That's odd. Dow and gold together now?
Yeah. What's up with that?
Gotta get the paparazzi on that one. Oh. So, reminder that all-time highs on NQ 26,399 means we are now just about 320 points away from all-time highs, while oil still sits above 90, and we have a very fragile ceasefire, two ceasefires really, in the Middle East, and the war in Ukraine and Russia is still going on. Like, if suddenly they announce that this war is over and everybody agrees to peace, are we going to see like 30,000 on NQ?
I think that's beyond the realm of possibility, but it is crazy. I kind of wonder, like, will oil ever get back down all the way to where it was, too? Like, I feel like sometimes these are good guises for people to keep prices high. Like, they can come down, but even if it comes down to 80 or 75, we'd be like, oh, that's great. Well, it was at 60 not that long ago.
Yeah.
But do we ever get back down? We'll have to see.
JJR excited about 30,000. Oh no, maybe we need to have someone release another pandemic.
Oh,
Purple candle here at NQ on the 5. We are seeing a move down now. It was it was a setup for me and I missed it. 5 minute might be giving me a setup. We'll see. See what the 15 looks like. Ooh, wow. Taya, what are you on? I haven't mentioned your name in like 5 minutes. You might need to press your live button. And just to clarify, when I said Taya, what are you on? I don't need to know about your. We don't drug test here, so you don't need to tell us that. Oh, okay, okay,
Got it.
that makes sense. I'm not in South Dakota.
And everyone should throw a party about that because it's cold and windy, and then we have stuff like crazy ad campaigns. Oh my gosh, we had a really good one about probably, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 15 years ago, and it was don't jerk and drive. It was don't jerk and drive, which was about like overcorrecting in your car. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, Teo, are you writing our ad campaigns here? Because if not, you should. You'd get paid pretty good.
Every comment I wanted to make on that, I just had to shut down. Every comment.
I know. It's terrible.
This purple candle wants to close here, I think, on the 5. Technically, I missed this. I should have taken this purple candle on the 1. But I was distracted by South Dakota ad campaigns. Kidding. I hate it when it pops up right before the end of a 5-minute candle. Now it's giving me a blue signal on the 1, and now the purple went away on the 5. Well, it's kind of just... yuck. All right, so it wants then not a signal at all on the 5 now. Okay, fine, be that way. So if I had taken that purple, what would I have gotten? I would have gotten 10. Okay. See if it wants to come down. We'll watch the 1 now to see if it comes back down off this blue candle. I'm red on the RSI indicator to tell me that it's more likely to go down than up. Yeah, now we go. There we go. That's a purple candle on the 1. Oh, maybe. Someone needs to remind me to make an AI video later. So nope, that came down, popped back up. For those of you that have access to the live stream channel on the Discord, Melody just posted actual ads from those campaigns.
I did confirm that the driving one was related to like driving in the winter and on snowy, icy roads. So they were like, I think one of them was like, slow your roll, stay on course, don't jerk and drive.
And Enki decides it wants to go back up to the highs. Somebody tells me it wants 26,100.
I think you might be right.
I talked about that gold trade I took overnight that Hassan told me to take. And I'm looking at it now. It hit my target on the very last candle before its pivot back up. So I also got very lucky on that. Because I had no trailing stop on it or anything. Now, we're still in profit when I woke up. But still, wouldn't have been as much profit. And there it is, 26,100. 103.25 to be exact. And a possible rejection off of it. Or maybe not. Back up to 105.
We either met or Yeah, we think we have a new high in ES too. It's a little slower behind NQ today.
Dow, try to turn around. There's a purple pull back. Short.
Order filled. Order filled.
You're gonna bounce off that 9. There we go. Come on. Come on. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Give it to me, baby. The old girlie said he was pretty fly for a trader guy. Target
Order
hit.
filled.
92 to 80. So 12 points. It's giving me another purple candle, so I should have stayed in. I should have really stayed in. The 9 EMA is on is at 60 on the 5-minute. I bet you it gets down there.
That's a winner!
That's mine. Thank you.
Believe it or not, I took that trade and was managing that trade while trying to create a poll on the Discord.
That's skill.
Although I had to erase the poll because I set the poll for only a 5-minute duration. I did not get all the way down to that 9 EMA on the 5. I'm not too upset with where I got out. It got down to 71, and I got out at 80. I mean, I could have got 9 more points, but that's not horrible. And that's a big, I mean, that's a surprise bounce. I almost thought about taking that purple candle on the secondary purple candle there.
Connection lost.
And right back up to try to and back up to 26,100. Wowzers. ES made that pretty much the same move there as well. Dow's trying to slide back up. Having been briefed, efforts underway for a ceasefire in Lebanon. The ceasefire duration is likely linked to the U.S.-Iran truce. First crude carrier heads west through the Strait of Hormuz since the U.S. blockade. And there's another new high on Q. Hezbollah lawmaker Ibrahim al-Musawi. Iranian and regional efforts could lead to a Lebanon ceasefire soon. That said, the market's kind of shrugging off these headlines now. Crude's down a little bit. AQ pops back up. I mean, it's getting out to daily highs, but not like exploding upwards.
Big jump.
Just as they say, it's not exploding upwards.
Well, crude wasn't moving and it took a dump too, so it's either behind or there's another headline coming out.
Oh, have fun with that, Ace. Good luck. I think I've seen sitcom episodes about this. And when you get done here, there, I have some plumbing work that needs done here.
Yeah, I got a toilet that's been dripping for about a year now. It comes and goes. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I do have that toilet, but obviously you're too far away to fix it, unfortunately. But I have thought I might start referring to my significant other as Mr. Melody because I just think that'd be funny.
Dow trickles back up to its EMA on the 9-minute EMA on the 5. NQ giving me a green shaded area on both the 5 and the 1, which means I expect a reversal here at some point. struggling to get higher. 132.5 is the high now. See it trickle down on this 1 minute candle. We'll watch for an entry. There we go. Maybe. Short.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Really? Come on. Got down to 116. My target's 113. And bouncing. Wow. That didn't work.
Order filled.
Stopped out. Damn it.
Things are feeling a little jerky right now. I don't know.
If first you don't succeed, try again. Watching this candle for a possible entry. It goes back to green. 137.75, the new high. 138.50, the new high. Crude oil popping up too, though. That's interesting. Blue candle there, up 30 ticks on this 5-minute candle. Actually, in the last minute. So.
And gold's coming down for some reason with all of that.
And once again, as gold comes down, so does YM.
That's just interesting.
Oh, crude oil inventories. Totally forgot about crude. That's why it's popping.
Okay.
Came in at negative 0.913 million, and the forecast was positive 1.9 million. I heard those forecasts needs to be fired. But that's a nice pop on crude based on that. So crude buyers liked it. But meanwhile, NQ is still going up as well. Wow, crude really popping. As is NQ. And yes. Maybe the CME is running a buy one crude contract, get an NQ contract free promotion. Sure.
Order filled. Order submitted.
133 is the first hurdle. That's the 9 EMA.
Crude might actually break out of its ugly range it's been in for pretty much the whole morning.
Bounced on me again. How low did it go? 130. I could have got 9 points. Maybe I should have taken 9 points. Hey David, how you doing? Here comes the stop, about to go right on the day. I think. I know I'll go right on the day, but it's a stop. Huh? Come on, back. I'm holding, convict. Please hold for the next available phone operator. So I got a break of the 9.
Ooh, there it goes.
Order
Boom!
filled.
Okay.
Target hit. That's a very nice P&L list up on the screen now.
Dang. That's a good one. That was a good trade. I wish I would have been in on my personal account, but I wasn't. I thought about it, and then I was like, no, I can't.
Now I got a decision because when we look at the 5-minute chart, it's giving me a signal to enter. And I don't know if I want to get back in or not. I think I'll stay out, but we'll watch it to see if I should have gotten back in. Now, I did do something in that trade that they always say you shouldn't do. I originally had my stop at 150 even, and then I moved it up to the very top of the candle, which was basically the high day. Gave it that extra three points, which I think did save me. Let me look. Yeah, it got up to 152.5, and my stop was at like 153 even. So moving my stop kept me in that trade. And no, I mean the main reason I did it is because 150 really wasn't a thing. It was better to be at that high a day or that high of the candle. Anyway, glad I did not take that purple candle on the 5. Yeah, and keep trying right back up for those highs. It's 132 again. The 1 minute chart did give me a blue candle there and with bells, so I could have taken that up for 10 points. Now trying to pop here again off a got a little bit of a signal there on the 5. ES coming up too with a blue candle on the 5. Interesting day to trade. I mean, the pullbacks are decently clean enough that if you don't go for huge targets, you can get them, and it comes right back up. But it's interesting. Blue candle on the 1.
It's almost one of those days where you just actually use the reverse button.
Yeah.
You take a trade, then reverse it right away.
Crude had a really nice pop. I could have taken a blue candle there as well and gotten 51 ticks. Wow, that was a big one. Now it keeps giving me a blue candle as well, but back into a green shaded area on the 5. Green shaded areas are often, that's why I was so confident in that reversal before, because I got green shaded there and on, I had it here on the 1 minute as well. Five-minute candle closes. Let's see where we go from here. I always find this to be an interesting conundrum as well. For the week, Monday and Tuesday, Monday I was down about $68 per account. Yesterday I was down about, excuse me, 127. So it's about 180, 185. I'm up 168 or so right now. And there's always that thought in my mind, well, I should stop here. Then I'll be close to break even on the week. But then it's like, why, if I see a trade, why stop here when I could just as easily take a loss on my first trade tomorrow? It'll be the same thing as taking a loss now.
I think it's one of those things of how well mentally could you take another loss today? Because that's the problem I have, is sometimes if I have green and I take a loss, it really messes with my mental, because then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have traded. And then I beat myself up a little bit. But if you can, I mean, if you're out of that, like if you can handle the losses whenever they come in, then if you have a setup, you should take it. On the other side, we have 2 days of trading left this week, so who knows where to go from there.
Man, I always, excuse me, I always have the option of switching to just trading one account instead of all of the accounts too. Hey, livestock. Sorry, totally missed you there. Were you hiding behind the cattle truck? Gold's continuing to come down here. NQ seems stunted here. It doesn't want to get higher, and well, there's a little pop that got it higher. I just got to remind it appearing. It's like the second or third time it said doesn't seem to want to get higher, and then it pops higher.
All right, everybody enter a long, and then Ox will say, "Doesn't look like it wants to go higher." Not financial advice, just a joke. Don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, JJR. I mean, I don't believe in the term overtrading in the way most people define it. You know, most people define it as an amount of trades. I think overtrading is if you're trading, like if your edge only works in a certain time, like for the first 2 hours or whatever, and you're trying to trade outside of that time. That's overtrading. If you're trading just to try and get back to zero and you're feeling tired or whatever, that's overtrading. Or if you're just mentally checked out already and you just think you just need one or two more trades for whatever reason, that's overtrading. But a sheer number of trades, I don't think that's there's that's a number. Well, I mean, maybe 500, but well, actually, you might have hit. Have you ever hit 500 trades in a day, JJR? Do you know what the highest amount of trades you've taken in a day is? Crude oil is really pushing up here.
Yes, it is. I think we confuse overtrading with tilt sometimes too, because I feel like you might just already be on tilt. The fact that you took 10 more trades that day doesn't make it overtrading. It makes you having been on tilt that day kind of thing.
Getting a signal here on the 5-minute chart. We'll see. There was a signal on the 1, but not as clean. We'll see what the 5-minute gives us. Got about 2 minutes 40 seconds on it. Well, I mean, I think the other thing there, livestock might be. I mean, let's say I average 20 trades a day, and I mean, I'm not even sure what I average a day, but let's say I average 20 trades a day, and I'm up to 40 for some reason that day, whether it's because I'm tilting or whatever. That might be, especially if the P&L is red, that right there might be over trading as well. JJR, I think, averages like 250 trades a day. I don't even think I make 250 decisions total in my entire life each day.
Oh man, sometimes it feels like it, but that is a lot.
Okay. I think I've seen you over 200, though. That's a very interesting candle on the 1 while setting up for a 5 short here. Yeah, it's right nesting right next to that 9 EMA on the 1. Blue candle pop. Of course it is. setup on the 5 is gone, pretty much. But we'll watch a 1 to see if it wants to come back down. All right, guys. Tomorrow, at some point, I think at some point in the stream, I'll be talking about Payout Labs, a new app service slash whatever I'm using to keep track of all my prop firm accounts. It's a cool service, and I will be having a couple giveaways for the first month of that service for people that might be interested. That's how I knew exactly what I was down this week.
I've seen a little that looks pretty nice. I think it's especially helpful. At least I have trouble if I have Rhythmic and Tradovate accounts, because I can track most things in NinjaTrader too, technically if I wanted to, but that only applies to the accounts that I can log in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it auto
So I think
syncs.
that is nice.
It auto syncs from Tradovate, so it brings in all your information once you're set up. Now, if you have accounts that are old, you will have to actually import the CSVs. But once you're set up, oh wow, glad I did not take that short. We're up to 176. Then it imports. Now, I have not set up Rhythmic yet. There is an auto sync on Rhythmic as well. But as with everything with Rhythmic, it's a little clunky. So I need to set up my Bow and Ox accounts in it yet, but let's see how that works. But I really like it for the Tradovate accounts so far.
Nice. I mean, I imagine I only have a handful. So if you get more than if you get up to the number of accounts you've got, it would make it a lot easier for sure.
Yeah.
To have it all in one place.
That's a good point, Sire. I need to get a graphic made for that. Nice, JJR. That's a pretty decent win rate too. So that popped me into a green shaded area on the 1 minute chart there. We'll see what it does here. Zero, and I don't know if his data feed would even work. I mean, if it has a CSV that you can download, but Payout Labs can do DX feed, Rhythmic, and Tradovate. Topstep or Project X, whatever you want to call it, you got to do the manual CSV thing, and any other weird data feeds out there, you would have to do the same, at least for now. But what's cool is that he also has loaded in all the rules for the props of like what you need to do to get payouts. So it'll tell you when your account gets to where you can take a payout. That's another cool feature of it. What a way to wake up, sire. Nice work, JJR. Mean Payout Lab, JJR? Okay, we got a short here. Yep, I like it. Gonna take a short here off the 5, and the one has broken the 9. We're gonna do one contract.
Order filled.
Ooh, ooh, it was not the greatest setup on the 5 as either. So let's see what happens. If I lose here, I'm only giving back $20. I would like 140-ish. That's where the EMA is on the 5. Yeah, JJR Payout Labs. It's something I'm going to be talking about it a bunch tomorrow. I have some giveaways to do. It's a new service / app I'm using to help keep track of all your prop accounts. Awesome. Congrats. It's right now it'll be about $8 a month, and you can lock in that price now. After they go out of beta, it'll be like $20 a month. But if you get in now, it'll stay at that like $8 a month. That's with my discount because I have a 20% off affiliate link. Because of course I do. Trying to crawl back up here on me. Just did what I said you shouldn't do a second time. Move my stop up to the high. Oh, the blue candle. So I have to say, yeah, that's going to stop me out. I'm going to take the loss here. Yep.
Order filled.
So okay, back. That was an iffy one. It wasn't the greatest setup. The 5-minute was not a good setup there. If I had been on a mini and just took it gave me 9 points or 8 points or so. I was in at 163. It got down to 154. So about 9 points. A mini, I would have been happy to take that 9 points. So I'm really thinking I might need to start sizing up a little bit more because a lot of my losses today, it feels like they were wins, but not big enough for me to take on a couple of micros. Which is probably, I mean, it's the wrong way to think about micros anyway, because, if I had taken those wins, they would have added up and my P&L would be much better. But
All right, gold's back into its pre-market range. It'd be cool if it blew through that and kept going, which it might.
here it comes back down. I still like the short here. Technically, that floating candle there on the 1 would have been a decent short signal. We are going to go to regular NQ on one account, make sure we're not copy trading.
See, I found the problem where with minis, I would get to like $100 and take it off because I'd be like $100. And on a mini, that's like nothing, almost. I mean, in the scheme of things, it's not very
Yeah.
many points.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that though, as long as your losses aren't going more than that. You know, if you're keeping everything
Exactly.
in ratio.
Exactly. And I could take a $500 loss. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Like it should have been. I would have felt the same way about a $100 loss. And yeah, I think I learned that really fast with minis. Is that my R to R was just terrible, and with micros it's a little better. I still struggle though with the same thing you do. Is like, yeah, I could make $20 on a micro, but doesn't feel as good as 200 on a mini. And then then the losses get me. So it's a tough balancing act for sure. And again, another thing that props have allowed us to get into, because we would never be trading minis on the smaller accounts. So it's one of those interesting things.
I just randomly took a short on this account. Do I have that up? Yes, I do. Short. Looking for that 100 EMA. I mean, that 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was 10 and a half points on a mini.
Very nice.
And it's still going. Now, it's probably going to go to my target. Yeah, it would have went to my target. Oh, gold really coming down here too fast.
Oil pumping.
Did I miss a headline? IDF Chief of Staff Zamir. We have approved plans for the continuation in Lebanon and Iran. We are on high alert. The planes are ready and armed. Yes, it would have touched my original target there. An error message in here, JJR? I don't know. Bounce on NQ on the 1. Oh, yeah, I thought that showed the 1. Oh, a nice bounce, too. Double bell set up on 5-minute chart on gold. And Q just got the whole last big red candle back. If y'all like using Apple Pay, you can now use Apple Pay on Tradify to pay for your evals.
That's interesting. I feel like that's a big payment processor to get for props.
Yeah, I agree. Wow, look at NQ. Right back up to the highs.
That's a pretty quick reversal there. Although that does kind of match the pullback of this extremely steep trend. Like if you drew a trend channel, it'd be really steep, but it could fit.
Odd pop there because just as news hit that said there are no plans to cease fire with Lebanon. This comes from the Jerusalem Post citing an Israeli source. But yeah, crude just pulled back as that pop. That's weird. All right, USC, have yourself a great day. But we did just hit another new high day. Oh, here, this is why it popped and crude dropped. The U.S. and Iran are said to be weighing extending their ceasefire by 2 weeks. I really feel like that that just contradicts everything we've heard from earlier today. And I feel like it's just going to be, in another 2 hours, it's going to say the opposite or something. So, I said, how long was ago, but that does NQ want 26,100, and obviously it did. Now does it want 200. Red, green, or somewhere between. I realized I didn't ask anybody today. Still rising, 191. Can we pump it up? Gold's still dropping. Purple candle there on the 1. See if it breaks the 9. 9 sitting at 177. If it does, then I'm going to look at for 157 here. It's kind of bouncing back up now. Was a purple candle on the 1 there, but definitely not a convincing one.
Order filled.
Long or short? Probably stupid. If it was stupid. That was one I jumped in where it tried to go lower than that body of that last candle. Yeah, it was a stupid trade. Those are the ones I need to eliminate. They get jumpy. Have a great day, JJR. Good work.
Order filled.
taking another short because I still think it wants to come down. Again, I'm doing this on an eval. These are not trades I would take on a regular funded account. Granted, maybe I should. Found stuff at 9 EMA again on the 1. Thought about just putting it there and taking the small win. And I should have.
Stop fill.
I'm not ready to come down yet. Crude oil bouncing up again. Purple candle again there on the 1. Maybe.
I think I'm going to take a baby crude long just for the fun of it at this point. I would do an ES long. I kind of like where it's at with in relation to like the initial balance, where the volume's at for the day, but it's at like a major price level that I just don't want to mess with. So it's kind of stuck there and it's pinned there. Otherwise I would take a long, but I got to see how it does here first.
Let's try another short on NQ off that purple candle on the 1.
I kind of like it. I'm going to show, I need to screenshot this because see, when I use tick charts, the only reason I use it is because it does show like the channels that things follow. And I don't really trade trend channels, but it just helps me make sense of things. But I'll have to grab a screenshot of that. I'll put it in the, I don't know where I'll put it, Discord maybe.
This doesn't want to drop. And there's about to stop me out. How about that?
Stop bill.
Glad I wasn't trading this on my regular accounts. Still feels like it wants to get 26,200 here, so probably shouldn't have been trying to short it all. Gold still trickling down. Thank you, Hassan. There's 200. Got the 201.
And we hit 300 today. I'm like, when are we just... All I know is there were days in the last few weeks where we were having 1,000-point ranges. And so now every day I'm like, could we just pop 1,000 points today? Like, who knows? And I don't think we will again. I mean, like, aside from crazy headlines, but even the ones we're getting now are, like we've said before, like we're just getting a little bit muted, a little bit more muted reactions to headlines.
Well, we are now less than 200 points away from all-time high on NQ.
Crazy.
And we are only 6 points away from all-time highs on ES. If you remember, ES was even slower today. NQ was popping and ES was kind of like lollygagging. It's really caught up. There's a pullback on something. Yeah, there's a pullback on NQ. So quick whip down off of 200. Whip it. Whip it good. That's a nice move down now. I think that's going to start heading down. I'll see how that goes. We have reached the end of our time together today. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I'll be back tomorrow for some more crazy trading action. See if we get all to all-time highs. If we don't do it tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Awesome.
Hope everyone has a great day. Bye.